But but seems like no matter where you turn, shame is lurking around every corner. Like glitter, you don't even have to see it to know it's there. Wait, shh. Did you hear that? Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Wackett. Thanks for joining me for another video as we work to empower and equip you with the confidence and skills to write your own story so that you can live your life on purpose. Today I want to call out 5 ways that shame is showing up in your life that you have no idea about. Shame, or the omnipresent fear of not being good enough or worthy enough, is a complex emotion that can dramatically impact how you show up to your life. The problem is that for so many of us, it's been our normalized way of being. It's our daily way of living, so until someone else lifts the veil, we don't have any idea that what we think, feel, or do is connected to this insidious emotion. So let me do that for you today. Let's lift the veil and talk about 5 ways shame has subtly, not so subtly, inserted itself into your daily life. First, you overextend. Shame can reduce your self-esteem and cause you to doubt your abilities and self-worth. You might become overly critical of yourself and feel that you aren't good enough. As such, you have to prove your worth in any given interaction. You take on too much, you hold on for too long, you give to too many, and task yourself with trying to be it all for everyone else, no matter what the cost is to you. Second, you mindlessly scroll. Shame, again, is an omnipresent fear that we spend our lives trying to outrun. Downtime and silence have become enemy number 1 when it comes to this, and technology has provided us with the perfect avoidance tool: our phones. Waiting for the elevator? Grab your phone. Pause the show for your friend to use the bathroom? Whew, better check TikTok. Got to a meeting early? Refresh your email. If you fill the empty space with something, you won't have to feel everything you've been running from until now. Third, you make safe, neutral choices. Shame makes you question everything you do. It's convinced that you can't afford to get something wrong because people are waiting to see you fail. So you avoid making decisions, deferring to others whenever possible, or when you have to make a decision, prioritize what you think everyone else wants you to pick over what you want or think. Sometimes it'll even take it one step deeper, and in addition to making you feel trapped in the decision, will layer it with righteous anger towards everyone else for not knowing better, choosing differently, or seeing your potential. Number 4, you keep putting off that one task. When you screwed up, missed a deadline, forgot about something, or are too overwhelmed by a task, you ignore it. You're too threatened by the reminder lurking around the corner that you failed to address it. You missed calling a friend after a major life event, and now you're so ashamed that you didn't call that you're putting it off even longer. Maybe you missed your return window on something, and now instead of donating it or maybe telling your partner that this happened, you just let it sit in the bag, hidden in the back of your car, trying to pretend it doesn't exist. For me, it's cleaning out the fridge. I have such a deeply rooted shame response anytime that something goes bad in the fridge that when I see a container that I forgot about, instead of taking it out of the fridge, my inclination is to just keep it in there and progressively bury it just a little bit more at a time so that I don't actively have to get rid of it and don't feel like a terrible person. But we both know, or we all know, that that doesn't actually happen. And finally, you're stressed all the time. You're always worried about wasting time, fixated on how you spend it, and are overwhelmed at the thought of relaxing. What's the goal? The outcome? How have I used my time today, and what is there to show for it? Shame is scarcity driven. If you're worried there isn't enough time and you aren't doing enough, you won't slow down to see that this feeling is subjective and conditional. You'll get lost in what you didn't do and motivated by what you have to do rather than being okay not doing, reflecting on how you feel, or getting off the doing conveyor belt altogether. All right, I know this is a lot. Shame is insidious. It's constantly on the move and looking for new entry points and pathways. And if we're not diligent, it'll find its way in. These are just 5 ways that shame has shown up in your life. Can you imagine where else it might be hiding? Now, before you go, I want you to head to the comments and let us know which of these 5 is resonating most with you. And where else do you see shame trying to pry its way in? Now, of course, knowledge is power, so be sure to like and share this video with someone else you think could benefit from hearing it. And if this felt helpful for you and you want to stay in the know on all of the different tools that I'm putting out on YouTube, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. When you go down into the show notes, you're also going to see a link to get yourself on my AR Insider list. So if you're not on that email list yet, get yourself there so that you can get skills, tools, supports delivered to your inbox every week that's coming exclusively from me with access and discounts that I don't share anywhere else. Thank you for being here with me today. Remember, you have the power to write your own story. So let's go get that pen back. See you next time.